There we go. Hi. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all having a good day. I'm having a good day. I mean, it's way better than yesterday. Oh my god, I got a story to tell you guys about yesterday. Also, you guys might notice my eyes are like the eyes of my model, like they're struggling to stay open a little bit. I'm wearing my glasses today. Maybe I should put glasses on my model. Hold on. I'm wearing my glasses today, so it's having a bit of a hard time. Where's some glasses I can put on? These are all sunglasses. You know what? Whatever. Okay, let's go with it. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, this is so much better. But yeah, so my god, yesterday. You guys want to hear what happened yesterday? Holy. So, you guys, I told like in the Discord, I said I didn't stream yesterday because I was really, really tired because Apollo had a nightmare. And so like he started howling at 2 a.m. in the morning. Mind you, I don't normally go to sleep until like midnight around my time. So he started howling at 2 a.m. So I'm like, great, I got like less than 2 hours of sleep. And then because he was howling, Athena started getting up and she kept pacing and pacing and she wouldn't fall back asleep. So I got like no sleep at all. I was so tired. Uh so I was so tired, but I couldn't fall back asleep. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna push through work. So I just kept working and I kept working and I kept working. And then I felt really sick. I worked myself till I got myself sick, which was not fun. Oh, hold on. Someone's calling me. I'll be right back. I'm not expecting that, but someone's trying to talk to me. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Sorry. I'm back. Someone was calling me. Sorry. It's okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. So yeah, I made myself sick yesterday because I just was like, I'm tired, but I can't fall asleep. So I'm just gonna work. And then I made myself sick. Oh, that happens all the time. I'm so used to it. So sorry about yesterday. Like I said, I went a little too ham. But it's okay because I'm back and we're good and we're ready to do more art. Almost 20? Ooh, hell yeah. Ready to work more on commission stuff and going for it. Let's go. Okay. Oh, god damn it. I forgot to turn off the fishing thing. For those who are wondering, no fishing. We won't have any fishing today. They like put out an announcement that there's like something about like the connection with the new Twitch API that's causing issues with the fishing. I didn't realize that yesterday because I haven't used the fish thing in a while. So there's gonna be no fishing today. Oh, hello. Hi, Athena. No. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh god, the crackhead is here, chat. Everybody say hi to crackhead. She just came in from outside. What the hell is going on with your whisker? Come here. Give me it. Why is it bent backwards? What did you do? Come here. Come here. Come on down. Good girl. Come on down. Good job. Over here. Okay, you're gonna sit there. Up. Up. Good job. Both paws go. That's what we like to see. Oh!
I'm
I
about
need to
this
look.
20 Corey long head.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you. Made you look for the raid. Hello, raiders. How are you all doing today? Everything happened all at once. I give you a shout out. Welcome in. You're playing Final Fantasy 14. Ooh. Hiya. Hello. Thank you so much for setting your lovely community over here. Hello everybody. I am getting back into streaming, so I might be a little weird. But hello everybody. My name is Karina. I'm a Cursed Crow artist and game developer. Mostly a game artist. But yeah, we're working on art today, and my cat is just being an absolute menace right now. Say hello. Get down. Welcome in. We're working on some. Yes. My she's meowing at me right now. Mine is crawling all over my desk and trying to like get in front of my computer and trying to eat my pen, my tablet's pen again. She does that every once in a while. She'll try to eat the pen. She's being a menace, but that's okay. We love her. We love her for it anyways. So yeah, we're working on some commission stuff today. If you guys need, for all you raiders, if you guys need to go get some water, need to use the bathroom, need to go get some food, need to go set a fire, need to become the ruler of the earth, take over the entire universe, rob a bank, you know, any sort of thing, please feel free to go do so. We're not going to be too upset about that. We are just having a fun ass day, yapping away and working away on some artwork. I'm doing everything I can to get things rolling. Yeah, I thought some of this stuff was coming out too white. That's not the right color. Hold on. See, this turned out too white. I don't know why this became like so unbelievably white. This is crazy. How did this happen? Who knows? I'm like half asleep still. Oh, by the way, chat, I made the goth version of the Valentine's illustration. So I gotta update all of my scheduled posts for tomorrow. Look forward to that, chat. Look forward to the goth Valentine's illustration. I'm sure you all will be so happy to see it. Isn't that right, chat? I know you. I know my chat so well. I tried to decide what I want to do. I want to draw some like more stylus and MC illustrations, but then I also want to do some artwork of Raora again, or maybe even Mousy. I know I gotta start working on this year's mouse cart, because I normally Connor hosts the cyclothon during March, so I'm predicting I'm gonna have to get started on that shortly, because I don't know when it's gonna start, but it normally is like somewhere in March. So, and I've decided we're gonna go with the fighter jet this year. So we gotta start working on that. Aye. I also really want to draw some Mau Mau art from Apothecary Diaries. I really want to make. I don't know. I really want to like. I've been working my butt off working on commissions and stuff, and I love working on commissions, obviously. But I also really want to like get to drawing some like fan art type stuff too, so I can start building up a portfolio of fan art stuff. Because like I told you guys, I want to I want to have a table at a convention next year. I want to have an art table, and you guys will get to see that creatura in person. Remember, you'll be greeted by this creature. Apothecary Diaries mentioned, yeah. You'll be greeted by the creature at the desk. I've decided I'm actually going to make that into a proper mask for me to wear at conventions. It's gonna be perfect because I've always, like, one of the reasons why I was so scared of always hosting or like having a table at a convention was I didn't want to show off my face. I don't want people to know what I look like. I know I used to do cosplay and stuff, but I wasn't never like a super big cosplayer. I was just like someone who'd cosplay for the hell of it. But one of the things that always scared me, and I guess this might have to do with the fact that like I was stalked more than once, is I don't want people to know my face. It's terrifying. So, la creatura. I have decided that the la creatura will become my mangaka appearance. I'm gonna like literally wear the cultist head as like my mangaka like face. Like, oh, what was it? There's the writer of Beastar. She literally like goes with a chicken head. Like her meet and greets, she wears a chicken head. Sorry, I had to throw this badass trigger, badass with a gun. Go with tipa tipa. Can you guys tell I added some new songs to the playlist? Going tipa tipa, I'm a badass. Upgrading from crow to chicken, damn, I've missed a lot. Fish! Hi! No, you haven't missed a lot. You haven't missed too much. We're talking about La Creatura. This will be... I'm talking about how I have decided what my mangaka appearance will be at conventions. This... I'm not sure if you were here when I sewed a Kraltus plushie on stream, but... I put the head of the Kraltus plushie on me, and it fit my head, so I've decided this will become my mangaka appearance. When I host panels at convention, or like when I host a table at a convention, this is what you will be greeted by. This will be what will serve you. So that is what you have missed, Fish. By the way, how have you been? It's been quite a while. I hope you have been doing really well. We're just working on commission stuff right now, obviously, but... Oh, did I close what I had open? I did. Oh, wait, is this the model? No, damn it. Okay, I gotta open it. Hold on. See what VC does? She puts her head up your... He died! But hey, I'm not dead yet. Hope things have improved for ya. Yeah, honestly, I have been doing a lot better, Fish. I mean, compared to, like, this time last year, like, you know, like, I had my surgery last January. So, like, I'm obviously doing a lot better right now because I've been 1 year on my medication, my new medical implant, and it has made a massive difference. God, it's been a year. Yeah, it has. January 13th of last year was when I got my medical implant. And it's crazy how much I have improved health-wise. But then again, like, I wouldn't say things are, like, awesome. Because if you've been following for a while, you probably know what happened, like, with my grandpa and, you know. Tell me what it's like. Back to life. Yeah, I've seen the announcements. Yeah, so I've just been, like, spending time with my papa. I want to go see him again sometime this weekend, but it's been, like, really hard to go see him because if you guys know anything about people who are going through chemo, they have, like, really, really weak immune systems because of the chemo. So I've been I've been trying to be, trying to see him, but also trying to be respectful of the fact that he might be grumpy and not want to see people and things like that. What am I doing? Peace. Love. I'm just gonna merge all this stuff and just like steal it. But I try to keep up. Okay, well that's perfectly fine. Wait, I understand that completely. I understand that completely. But I mean, like he's in good spirits, so like that's all you can ask for, right? Like, ah, again. Literally pumping yourself with toxins. Yeah. So I've been like just paying attention to like how he's been feeling and listening to him, and if he's not like in the mood to have visitors, I don't go over. I just love him, and I hope we go better soon. Okay, I think this should be all the back of my head. Yeah, okay. We steal this. We steal this, so I don't have to spend time rendering the hair. Wow, chat! Look how quickly I rendered this hair. Good, I'm sure he appreciates it more than he can express, especially during all this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I go over and I help them when I can, and I try to be there for them, obviously, because it's a lot. But we go blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I'm so bad sometimes I try to speak. Uh, uh, be your antidote tonight. All right, we're gonna just. Yes, we all go. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like I try to speak and then my brain just like stop functioning, and I'm like, okay, I give up. Lay you down like 1, 2, 3, eyes roll back in ecstasy. I'm so tortured when you sleep. Okay, we're gonna steal this. This is literally just gonna save me like a ton of time with rendering the hair, and that's why I'm doing it. I'm just lazy. Chad, did I tell you sometimes I'm lazy? Okay. I am gonna keep this open because I'm probably gonna steal other parts from the model itself, like the actual model. But for now, lazy. Lay it down like 1, 2, 3, eyes roll back in ecstasy. Cure your disease. Actually, I'm gonna grab the underbanks too. It's not cheating if I drew it myself. I made this model, and it's not cheating if I steal from my own work. Good afternoon. Hi. Hi, Tichi. How are you doing? There we go. I do have to render all this stuff still, but it's a good jumping off point. 1, 2, 3, hell yeah. Hey hello. Okay, let's go through and clean some stuff up. Go here like this. Clean up along the edges here. Clean up along the edges here. I'm trying to make my goal nothing much, just at work while not working and watching streams instead. Hey, I mean, if it works, it works. My goal for today is I want to try and get like a big portion of things like rendered out. Like you guys can probably see, like I got the leggings. I got the leggings done. I kind of want to get as much of the skirt, like the dress done as I can today as possible. And then maybe start on the metallic arms, because I remember rendering these metallic arms and they were such a pain. Metal takes a very long time to render to look good, so it's like, I really want to get that started before I have to procrastinate on it. It's so funny. I am perfectly fine with drawing 10 bajillion feathers, and I've come to terms and it doesn't bother me anymore. But the minute it's metal, I'm like, oh, I regret my decision. I regret my decisions to choose metal. Why did it's not like it's hard to render. I just like if I had to pick between feathers or metal, it would be feathers every time. It totally has nothing to do with me being a bird, I swear. I swear to you, it has nothing to do with me being a bird. At all. Nothing. Even if I'm on my own and the silence is deafening, how could I talk here alone? Even my future is threatening. Something is lifting the bones. The power of interest? I love drawing feathers. It's very obvious. If like you guys have seen like the works in progress for the Valentine's illustration, it should be very, very obvious how much I like feathers. It's actually dead obvious how much I like feathers. Like, have you seen my design? Like, come on. I used to despise drawing feathers too. I think it's just because I draw them so often now that it's just like second nature, so it doesn't bother me. Baths washing over me at last. You the method in my madness. Are you the glory? Now that you know how feathers work, feathers no longer a pain. Well, I mean, I also cheat on feathers now. Hold on, let me show you guys. I kind of cheat a little bit on feathers now. Where is it? Here it is. Here they are. Well, there's 2 of them. So I made myself a brush. Actually, I made myself multiple brushes. It's auto-saving. Right, Nirvana's model is so big, it's probably gonna, like, lag a ton. Okay, so I'm just gonna close Nirvana's model, and if I need stuff, I'll just steal it later. But I made myself brushes. So here's brush set 1. Hold on, let me shrink this a little bit. Here's brush set 2. So brush set 2 only has, like, 2 feathers, but, like, here's the thing. If I wanted to, I can go into brush set 2, and, let me just search them up. And then there's one more. Hold on. I made 4 variations of the feathers. Body say no more. That was Nice to see you. Bye, Fish. Thank you for stopping by. I hope things get better for you soon. But I like cheated and I made a whole bunch of variations of the feathers, and it has been making the process of the Chimera model a lot easier. For obvious reasons, I'm not hand drawing every single feather. All of the feathers on the torso of the body, I like hand drew one at a time. And I realized like if I kept doing that, I would literally not have the time to get the model done. Like it would take me way too long to ever get the model done. So I took the time, I made a whole bunch of feather brushes, and then I went with it. All right, let's make sure all of this is nice and solid. Yeah. There we go. Okay. We're gonna have to do so much cleanup work. Ah! Okay. Like this. Ba-dum bum ba-da bum ba-da na 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 na. All right. Maybe my goal for today will be to get the hair done. I don't know why. I kind of want to do hair. I want to draw hair today. I'm in the mood for the hair work. Put all the time and detail into the hair work. That's probably what we'll end up doing. We'll probably be working on the hair for most of the day, which is fine. Because this hair is very different from like other types of hair. So because it has like a bottom fade effect, it pretty much means I have to render things twice. Because you like, it's not even like I can just put a multiply layer with a thin opacity on top of it to like shade all the hair evenly. Because the bottom half here is a cool, while the middle tone here, while like the upper hair is like a middle tone purple. So you gotta like take the time and like properly shade things so it looks good. It takes a while, but it's always worth it. In Louis V and casket. That's what Dad did. It's that oh, you can do whatever you want. Oh, you're like you're falling in love. Stay with me. All I ever have is one day with me. Christian Dior. Before. Alright. All I know I have is one day with her. Okay. Still gotta do more striping here. I trash it. Said you can do whatever you want. Alright. Good afternoon. Hi, Bones. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. We're working away, getting a whole bunch of stuff done. Today with her. Hold on. That's not the hair stiller. This is the one I'm looking for. Oh, she's always been running from love. Pretty swell. Got everything knocked out for the week, so I get to kick back. Heck yeah! I'm just working away on some commission stuff right now. Doing everything I can. Just chilling from like yesterday. My comparison from like me yesterday to me today is like a 180 switch. Yesterday I was so freaking sick. I made myself sick because I was like, oh, I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. So I just gotta keep working, and then I made myself sick. So I'm like trying to work a little bit, trying to do double time today. Trying to get a bit more done today. So it might be a little bit less yappy, but you know, that's okay. Oh no, cute shades. Yeah, I put my shades on because I'm wearing my glasses today, IRL, because of I've been wanting I have to wear I've been forgetting to wear my blue light glasses because I sit at my computer all day. So I'm like trying to force myself to wear my blue light protection glasses to help like with my eyes and stuff. Got to keep them eyes in good shape. And make sure they're safe. Keep them going for a long time. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. This. Yeah. Sitting up there, feeling so high, but too far away to hold me. Fair, maintain good lighting at all hours. Yeah, I have good lighting in my room most of the time. I read a story about how Batch used to read sheet music by moonlight, and it ended up making him half blind later in life. Bach. Oh, not Batch, Bach. Oh my god, yeah. Or how about the fact that Mozart, after going deaf, would like learn to like compose music by listening by using a stick and like a cup so he could hear the vibrations through his skull. I like man, whenever I hear people be like artists don't have passion, they just want money. And then I point to like here's a man who went deaf and was and refused to stop making music. He taught himself how to listen in a new way just so he could keep making music. That was Beethoven. It was a brilliant medical tool for the time. Yeah! But I mean, like, you gotta, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, hello! Our young, beautiful princess Athena has joined us. There you go. What are you doing? He composed the Ninth Symphony completely deaf and tried conducting it, but people had to talk him out of it. I know. He's just like, you cannot stop. I will let nothing hold me back from creating art. I know like a bunch of artists who like, oh my god, I wish I could like remember their names, but they're like more of like modern like painters and stuff. And I remember them talking about how they like started to go blind, but they still refused to stop making art. They just started making new art. Like I know there's this artist who's completely colorblind and they just paint like they'll just like grab a bunch of paints and just paint based off of like tonality, but like their finished paintings are so crazy color-wise for modern like for regular people. Because we don't see the world like they do. They see it in blacks and whites and tones. So it's like cool. Who had a form of schizophrenia where the music was constantly in their head and they had to write it or else they would go insane. Yeah. I think art has like are the artistic practices, whether it be music, um music, painting, illustrations, like composition, there's so many purposes to it. I know like they use art therapy to help people like get through PTSD and stuff like that. So it's so I feel like the like a lot of people don't understand like the fundamental core purpose that like art has on the human psyche, and it's kind of crazy. Like we've gone from the days, oh yeah, people who need serious medical resources. Mm-hmm. Died in relative poverty. Most artists, famous artists that we know nowadays, did not obtain wealth in their lifetime. They only became popular after their deaths. Most artists, like whether that be composers or painters or things like that, most of them like just they never made like good money because again, people don't. I don't know why. I feel like it's been something like throughout the entire century. It's like everyone loves entertainment. They love music. They love the arts. Um, but they don't understand like the amount of work and passion that goes into it. So it's greatly undervalued. And I like another Michael Jackson trauma being a child star. Yeah, there's tons of things. Yeah, there's a lot like again, like I said, there's a lot of things like historically. There's also like the fact that a lot of painters and stuff in the past, they were also being exposed to like very toxic chemicals constantly because like things like lead were used in the tinting of certain paints like what is it I'm trying to cobalt blue, like cobalt blue used to actually have lead, I believe it was it lead or is it, I know one of them had like arsenic too, so I know like there's a lot of extremely toxic heavy metals and chemicals that were used in old paints that we don't use anymore because we've synthesized the pigments. So we've like made artificial non-toxic version of said pigments. But you can actually still buy like paints that still have the heavy metals in them. Like you just have to be really weird, really, really cautious. It's theorized lead poisoning might have been what killed Caravaggio. It's either lead poisoning or he got sick on his way back to Rome because like he got pardoned by the Pope. So he was trying to go back to Rome because like if you guys know the whole story, Caravaggio was an ass. He was an absolute dick. Historically, he was a horrible man and he went on a self exile from Rome because he killed a man over the game of tennis. he went on a self-exile because he killed a man over the game of tennis and he didn't want to get arrested for it. So then he started painting a whole bunch of paintings as like to atone for his sin. Like that's why in Caravaggio's David and Goliath, it's highly it's highly speculated that the head of Goliath that David holds is actually Caravaggio's head. Like he put himself in there. Italians love stabbing each other. To be fair, honor duel was extremely common in Italy. Yes, it was, but it was over a game of tennis. He was like Caravaggio was also a dick. Like, what is her name? Hold on, I'm trying to remember the name of his student. If I remember. Artemisia. Yeah, Artemisia Gentileschi. So, like, Artemisia was one of Caravaggio's students. Guys want to know a fun fact about? So, Caravaggio made Artemisia, like, she was a very well-known, her family was well-off merchants. They were great, well-off merchants. They were really well-off merchants, and she wanted to learn to paint. So her father hired Caravaggio to teach his daughter to paint. Well, his daughter, Artemisia, Gentileschi, yes. Not Gentileschi. Gentileschi. Gentileschi, I think that's how it's pronounced. How do you say the name again? Gentileschi. Okay, I was right. I do know how to speak my Italian. I don't know, you're the Italian. I was right. It is Gentileschi. I was right. Buonasera. But Gentileschi fell in love with Caravaggio, and Caravaggio convinced her to sleep with him. Caravaggio convinced convinced Artemisia to sleep with him under the premise that he would get married to her. And he said this in front of Gentileschi's, Artemisia's father, the head. Caravaggio was a Chad. So he promised Artemisia's father that he would marry her. But he kept pushing it off and kept pushing it off and kept pushing it off. It got so bad that the Gentileschi's took Caravaggio to court saying this man promised to marry my daughter. And he refused to marry her daughter. So then the court was like, well, now you have to pay because she will have a harder time getting married, you know, all that stuff that happened back then. So they like ordered him to pay like a certain amount of money. Caravaggio never paid the money. So Gentileschi started painting him in like horrific scenes in her artwork. One of the most famous pieces she made is oh god, what is the piece called? Just give me the name of the piece. Here it is. Judith beheading Holofernes. Judith beheading Holofernes. Oh my god, it was how insane he was. It's already bad to piss off noble families, but Italian nobles go for blood. So yeah, she started like every time she would like paint a picture of like of someone like in power and like the decapitation of things, she would always paint the face to be somewhat like Caravaggio's, and that's how we've determined, like that's how people like started to determine like Caravaggio did a self portrait in David and Goliath. So we started comparing all of these things, and art history is so cool. She also likes nice bold texture colors, kind of like Raphael. Yeah, like she was trained by Caravaggio, but like every artist develops their own unique style over time. But yeah, Caravaggio was a dick. Caravaggio was a drunken dick. But yeah, so like on his like when he was like ostracized from Rome, he like went down to southern Italy, and that's where he started painting some of his most well-known paintings in penance for his like mistakes that he made. And then he like sent a letter to the Pope to like request to be for to be like free, like all of his charges against him for like the murder and stuff to be like dropped in the name of God, as he has become a pious man. And he was granted it by the Pope. And on his way back to Italy, he died of a fever. Do you have a favorite Italian painter? That is a good question. I don't know if I have a favorite painter. Like I love a lot of like the old style paint. I'd have I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you. I just love all of the like contrappasto, the impasta, the like light, like for those who don't understand what that means, the lighting and like the painting techniques for like getting texture and stuff of back then, like where they used egg whites to like, oh god. I took art history courses in college along with my own research, so I got to see how art evolved in Europe over time. Yeah! What about Italian artists? We're talking about how Caravaggio was a dick. Caravaggio was a dick. Did you guys know that Michelangelo only ever made one architectural piece in his entire life? And he refused to ever make it again because he made like a gate. And because he didn't really understand like architecture, because he was a sculptor and a painter. His within like a few years of him making this gate, it started to collapse because the ground underneath was not solid enough for the weight of the architecture, and he like refused to do architecture again. Also, the modern depiction of Jesus is based off of Michelangelo's gay lover. I give Italy all the credit for becoming what was the central place for the rest of Europe to learn the arts. Music uses Italian words because Italian musicians set the standard. Yeah! Sorry, what I just heard, Caravaggio and Pipi. Caravaggio is a Roman painter, is an Italian Roman painter. He's very well known for bringing the God, what is it called? He's known for being the person that like initiated a lot of the like intense light aspect of like painting. So he's well known for doing that, but he's also known for being an absolute drunken dick. And then Michelangelo, the modern depiction that everyone knows of Jesus being a white man with like brown hair and stuff, is highly believed by most art historians at this point to be based off of a painting that Michelangelo made, and we believe that he used his gay lover as the reference. I like to see it as German making the best music composers, France the best painters, Italy the best architectures, but also excellent in the rest. Yeah. Like, I know Raphael is mostly known for his work in making the dome of Florence. Raphael is mostly a Florence artist. So it depends on like what region like you're very much into. Like Piese is has a completely different group of well-known artists than Venice. Florence was also a completely different artistic world. So yeah. There's also the Caesar Bogart Jesus there. It's Borgia. Yeah, there's so many theories, but I like the one where it's based off of Michelangelo's gay lover because it's just so funny. Whenever I have an argument with like a highly religious person, I always go and I use that. They're like, you should believe in God. God is everything and world this and that. We all believe in Jesus. And they like will pull out a picture of Jesus and I'd be like, that is Michelangelo's gay lover. And I just am like, yes. You know, there's still debates whether Italy was truly unrefined culturally. Honestly, I don't know. There are positives and negatives in every culture around the world. There are things that you would consider them to be uncivilized or uncultured even today based off of like historical like if we look at things from the fact that it's like there's tons of things. Like there literally was an entire part of Roman culture based around preparing young men for the rest of their lives. I'm putting it like that. Just know the specific word used for people attracted to young people comes from a Greek word based off of them doing that sort of stuff. There is so much weird things that happened in the past, but then that is the past. That isn't today. We are better people, right? I don't know. Oh my god, wait, I need to talk about something like going on with like the Discord thing. Did you guys see that the Discord is going to start like making people have to like give their IDs to like verify their age? And if you don't verify your age, you're automatically assumed to be a child. Can we talk about that? Can we seriously talk about the fact that if you don't like they're like, "Oh, if we don't have your age, we'll assume you're a child." So automatically if you're an adult and you refuse to give them your ID or do a face scan, you're automatically put in with children. This is the worst child protection idea I've ever heard of. It's so bad. It's like, we must protect the children. Automatically put the children with, if you don't verify your ID, automatically put them with the children. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. The F. It's like, I don't understand how, like, they're like, we're protecting children, and then they don't think things through. I swear to God, so many people do not think things through all the way to the end, and then when they realize they messed up, it's, like, too late already. People using it for like yeah, I know they're like going through a lot of stuff. Then there's like a lot of bad things like going on. But then I'm also sitting here and I'm like, your platform isn't specifically tailored to children, unlike Roblox and stuff. And honestly, I think like I personally think like it also comes down to the parents. I'm sorry, it does. It does come down to the parents a lot. And as some like I don't have kids of my own, so maybe I'm like talking out of my ass. But as someone who like has been dealing with my big crow sis, she had her hatchling last year, and I get so fed up with my sister because she just lets the little hatchling like run around and do whatever she wants, like not put toys away, walk into rooms she's not allowed to. Like my office is off limits to children because I have toxic chemicals, I have knives, I have things like that that like a hatchling should not be playing with. But she'll just let her walk into my office, and I'm like, no. So it also has to do with the parents. The parents are ultimately always responsible for watching out for their children. and they can more than easily, like sorry, but, like, I remember my parents always, like, would check my search history and stuff like that when I was hatchling, so, like Okay, ads are starting, so I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. And we'll get back to having some fun. Okay, I'm back. So more action on the social media companies and should be welcome. Wait, what's going on? I agree. It's primarily the parents who be really fast nowadays. I think it's fair to give them the entire burden of having to figure out all the ways their children can access the internet. Okay, that is a fair point, but I also mean like I said, my parents, like I had like growing up, I had my own laptop and I had like my own iPod. If you guys remember like the original iPods, like they only hooked up to the internet. So I had like an iPod and my parents like they would look through our like I know that people be like that's an invasion of privacy, but my parents would like look through our internet history and some people be like, "Well, you could erase your internet history so your parents don't see it." That should be suspicious. I'm sorry. If you every time you go look through your child's internet history, it comes up as blank or there's like nothing there, you should be suspicious. Especially nowadays. Like I said, I understand like it's a lot for parents, especially like in modern days where like everything is constantly changing. There's always new internet things and stuff like that. But there are ways like they can ultimately control what you do. Like, hey, you might not be able to stop your kid from going on the internet at school, but at home, if you have one family computer, if you have one family computer, you know, that can help stop things. I know I'm saying things that probably like sound crazy because like all schoolwork and stuff nowadays is done on computers and all the rest of it. But I know there are literal stories of like kids like having like from the school like those what are they? The Google Chromebook things. And the school like calling parents because they find like the kid was watching something inappropriate on the school Chromebooks. And I'm like, okay, that is just like that is stupid. There's also like there's so many things like parents can do nowadays. And yes, I get that it's like it shouldn't ultimately just fall on the parents for everything going on. But yet again, it is still them like teaching them how to do things. Like I know I keep going back to like the hatchling and stuff. My sister gives the hatchling her phone. Like we'll just give her phone and she'll just walk off. And I'm like, you can't do this. You can't give her your phone because the hatchling has called me in the middle of the night, my grandparents in the middle of the night, my mom, my dad. Like it's just like, but like literally just starts calling people. And I'm like, she's going to call 911 one of these days. And you're going to get in a ton of shit. And she's like, no, she's not. And I'm like, she's going to call 911 or something she's not supposed to. And it's going to get you in a lot of trouble. And like Christina was saying, like the other day, like the hatchling just kept calling like this one number. She doesn't know what the number was, but every time like it was getting denied and it was calling at like 3 a.m. And I'm like, okay, that is like, that's not funny. You have to teach your kids the pros and cons of technology. And if like this hatchling who's barely one is just like actively calling random people in the middle of the night, you are going to get yourself in a lot of trouble. So again, I do also believe it has to do with people like not parenting their kids properly. Like I said, I don't know how to put it. Like everyone's talking about like, oh, like gentle parenting and this and that. And like, no, gentle parenting does not work. I have worked in kids' clothing stores before. Gentle parenting does not work. Such as like kids, like I watched 2 kids when I worked in this like children's clothing store. We had like a section of toys. I watched these 2 kids destroy like literally $2,000 worth of merchandise because they like opened slime and started like squishing the slime into all of the clothes. There's a balance to your kids' own privacy and how they're growing their own social network. Yeah. There is a balance, but online I don't think online is a great way of like here's the thing, like if you know the kids IRL, like they go to the school, you know them as a real person. Parents are literally the first place where things can go wrong. Yeah, but like I said, when I was growing up, most of my friends that I had online were actually like people I knew in real life. My parents would always be like, "Oh, who's this person? Oh, I met them at school. Like you've met them in real life. Who's this person? Oh, we met them at volleyball. Let me go next time we have next time I'm at volleyball, I'll introduce you. So it's like stuff like that. Yes, Jennifer is only one half. You want to encourage good behavior, but they need to learn that actions have consequences. Yeah, honestly. And with things nowadays, like what was it? There was those toys that like allowed you to like talk, like put messages from like around, like across the world. And so in order to like register the toy and make an account, you had to use like your kid's name and stuff like that. So like their database got hacked and millions of kids, like their real names, their addresses, things like that were leaked. And there are some of the people who were like whose parents like did all that stuff. They're now dealing with the consequences of their parents' choices. And they've been suffering from like what is it? Identity theft? Yeah, identity theft for a long time. So there's so many things that like I agree with the internet being a good place, but I like for social stuff, but I also feel like it's come to a point where the internet is so full, like stranger danger. There is no stranger danger. I don't feel like kids understand the logic of stranger danger anymore. I feel like we need to start scaring kids again. We need to start writing folk tales that will genuinely terrify children. We need to bring that shit back. We need to start warning people if they talk to the wrong person on the internet and start writing folk tales about it. They're gonna be kidnapped and taken to, like, literally hell. This may sound like the absolute, like, dumbest, craziest idea I've ever had, but, like, that's where the original stories came from. Fables and fairy tales. Considering my sister was talking with a dude that was 3 years older than her, yeah, I agree. Holy crappers. Look, 3 years older isn't a big deal when you're like around my age, like, 27,000 years old. Someone 3 years older is not a big difference. But like as children, like 3 years between like a teen, like someone who's like a preteen and someone who's in their teens is a massive life difference. We need to start like I know there's like all of these like online what are they creepypastas. We need to start like not making just creepypastas. We need to genuinely like make them based off of real stories. Like I'm sorry. We need to start making the creepiest of creepypastas to scare the shit out of children. I want to be a boogeyman. I want to be the boogeyman that teaches kids about the stranger dangers. Kids trust this day, I think, are what you would expect from like 80s and like 1800s and 1900s kids. Yeah, you know what? Like they like kids have just too much trust nowadays. And I think it has to do with like the fact that there's like all of these like content creators. Like, oh my god, how many content creators have we seen that are like kids friendly facing turn out to be like the weirdest of creepers? But like kids develop like they've developed and they've purposely tried to make these parasocial relationships so the kids will like stick around with them and hang out with them and want to be friends with them. But then that also develops that they think like everyone on the internet is safe and it's not. They're not. No one is safe. Like I remember growing up and my parents were like, I had stranger danger embedded in my brain so hard that I was the scaredy person. Another thing that is weird is that apps that should be 13 plus allow kids content. Yes. If you are an app and you are targeted towards kids of like 13 and older, there should be nothing targeting, like, there should be no content that could be mistaken for younger. Straight up. I'm sorry. And personally, I think if there is like apps and like stuff dedicated to like children's content, they should have no online components. Like you can like for example, like online like a video platform for children where like video like educational videos and stuff like that are on there. There shouldn't be a way for you to talk with other people on the platform. There shouldn't be a way for you to like interact with other users of the platform. You could be like leaving likes and like hearts and stuff like that. But like that's like about it. I don't think there should be like a comment system because again, communication is where things can be taken to the extreme. Again, I don't have children, so I don't know how hard it is to control these little gremlins, but yet again, I experience a lot of things through my sister's hatchling and how it drives me crazy. I don't really use TikTok myself. I use TikTok, I don't really comment. I feel like because I grew up with the whole idea of stranger danger, I never really comment on videos and stuff. So if you like see me commenting on like YouTube videos or like TikTok videos, things like that, a lot of the times it's me replying to other people or like it's genuinely something that I'm really passionate about. Like a couple years ago, I think on my TikTok, I commented about like how like the Canadian government was like upset that QP members were like going on strike. And my mom was an EA. Like my mom was an EA and they were upset that EAs were trying to fight for more like getting more better pay. They're fighting for better pay pretty much. And I was like, this isn't right. Like, I've seen like what my mother went through as an EA, and she was like literally beaten. She was bitten. She was bruised. They broke her teeth. She got covered in fecal matter because they threw fits and literally would take off their diapers and just like throw them around the room. So like I commented on it like with everything I've watched my mom experience as an EA. I'm like, this is why they're fighting for better pay because they're literally being treated like shit. I've seen some of the stuff people talk about on YouTube Kids. I have never been on YouTube Kids and I don't ever want to because I've heard some terrible things go on in those comment sections and you know what, for my own sanity, I'm just not going there. I rarely ever comment on any sort of vid. Same, I rarely do too. Again, I feel like we need to start we really need to start like the stranger danger training again. I don't know if a lot of kids have a lot of like stranger danger logic anymore. Like I know I've experienced several kids straight up like just coming up to me and just like trying to like fight me or trying to cause like problems or like purposely scaring me or things like that to try and record. And I think that's like another bad thing too is like these videos encourage these kids to think that is normalized and then they think they can get away with it and then they kind of like don't have that stranger danger warning when things go wrong, you know? Oh god. One, a checkbox for 18 plus accounts that isn't changeable by the account once set, and two, being able to set your birth date also not changeable. So if a kid wants to set it to something else for some reason, it is that kid's consequences of his own action. Yeah. The part they don't really take action. Oh, I know they don't take action. Like my old Discord, like for those who know, my old Discord account from like a year ago got hacked, and like I reported it was hacked. I like reported the whole issues. I like had proof of ownership of the account because I pay for Nitro, and it was like you should be able to look at my the financial records on the account, and then my because my name and stuff is all on that financial records, and my ID that I was willing to send over, and they should be able to instantly confirm that that was me. But they're like, oh no, you need to like email us from the email address associated with the account. And it's like, that's what was hacked, you idiots. So even if you emailed from like a separate email account with your, like, you know, with all the information that proved that you own the account, they didn't care. Discord has some of like the worst setups straight up. Like someone needs to go in there and just like whip their asses into shape. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to get off this topic. This is getting dark. We're gonna get off of this topic. You know what? Let's start talking about my dreams of like anime convention visits and stuff like that. Oh God. I've had one of my videos taken down by TikTok, and it's like I had it approved first before I posted it, and then they're like, no. I have a feeling my next, like my Valentine's Day post for TikTok might get taken down, but like I have censored elements of the artwork, so I should be safe, but I'm entirely not sure. Any plans for Valentine's? I don't have any plans myself. I am a single crow, but I have a Valentine's Day illustration that will be posted for Valentine's Day this year. There's two versions of it. There's the base version, and then there's the goth version of it, because chat was really wanted the goth version, so I had to make the goth version like last night. And I didn't notice. I'm one of those people, like in my Discord, every couple of months I look through like what like servers and stuff I'm in. And if I don't talk in the server anymore, or like I don't know anyone in the server, or I just like people like it's a dead server, I just like remove myself from it. And then I get people it's like, why did you remove yourself from the server? And it's like, because I don't want to, I hate clutter. It drives me crazy. I can't stand the clutter. So I always have to like constantly clean my stuff. I have to work on Valentine's Day. Special rip. Ooh. I mean, things happen. Like my Mama and Papa Crow are gonna go take care of the hatchling for my big sis. So that her and brother-in-law can go like have a special day, because my brother-in-law's birthday is also Valentine's Day. But then again, like for me, I don't know. I like Valentine's Day in terms of like its cuteness and the hearts and all the pink and stuff. But I've never really had like a good Valentine's Day. I've never been on a date on Valentine's Day. I've never had anything like that on Valentine's Day. One day when I'm actually can do art, not super slow, I will do holiday art. Maybe, maybe. I used to dread having to do like holiday art and stuff. But my art skills have like improved, and I'm like so much faster nowadays with certain things that I'm like, hell yeah, brother. Like I remember when I first started doing holiday art, I was always like struggling to get it done in time for the like specific holiday. But now I'm actually getting good at it. I'm actually getting good at figuring out timing when I need to get things done for stuff. Things like that. Gonna hit the notes, the words get catching in my throat. Suffocating though, but here with you I can finally breathe. You say you're no good, but you're good for me. I really want to learn how to render properly, because all I can do is shading and blurry till it looks good. That's pretty much what rendering is. Rendering, like, it's just something you gotta, like, figure out how you like to do it over time. Genuinely, like, it's so hard to explain, but it's straight up just, like, sorting out what you think looks good and then figuring out how you want to go about making it work. Because there's no like one real way of doing rendering. Like my way of rendering, some people might consider useless. Like there's people who literally just straight up, they do like all of their work in black and white, and then they like to overlay the colors on top, and then do little touch ups, and that's like it. So it depends on what workflow works for you. So don't feel bad. I'm still learning rendering myself. Yeah. There's so many ways and options and things that artists go about to do things differently. Like there's people who straight up like are traditional painters and they incorporate like they straight up when they came to digital, they do everything exact. Gradient maps, my beloved. Yes, Sky, gradient maps are so good. But like they straight up take their exact one for one techniques from work like doing traditional oil painting, and they use it to paint digitally, and it drives people crazy because it's not normal techniques. But as someone who like is also traditionally trained, I understand how both of the technique, like how to do things digitally, like how I paint digitally is not how I paint traditionally, because there's things you can't do traditionally that you can do digitally, obviously. Can I ask the BGM volume to go up by 5 to 10? You guys want the music up a little bit? Okay. Is that better? I upped it just enough so it sits around, it maxes out at 30, which is like where it's supposed to sit. Like my main inspo is Nanoless and Dia Riku. You love Riku too! Yay! I also love Riku. I am a Blin. Are you a Blin? Riku's way of rendering is so funny because even Riku doesn't understand how she renders. I love listening to like people like asking Riku like, how do you do that? And Riku's like, I don't know. What's being played? Oh, it's Jaws, isn't it? Oh no, it's Chokehold. Yes, yes I am. Oh, another Blin! Welcome in, fellow Blin. We are crows here, but I understand I am also a Blin. Actually, I'm in Dia's Discord. I don't talk very often. Like I said, I'm very much a lurker in like a lot of people's communities. I lurk a lot. But I'm a pesto, I'm a chatini, I'm a blin. I do also really love Nanoliss's like art style. You can probably tell by like how I do my hair. It's inspired by how Nanoliss does like her hair. I don't copy one for one. Like I take inspiration from like a whole bunch of different people, and I've kind of developed my own style from there. Did someone say blin? Blin. More blins. There's so many blins in here. Hello, blins. Rendering hair, my weakness. I've kind of like, and there's another artist I really like, Tifa, and I love how Tifa does like their hair. So I've like incorporated elements of like how Tifa does their hair, how Nano does their hair. Mind you, I've always tried to figure out how Riku does like their shading, like how she does her shading, and it drives me nuts because I've tried so many times to replicate it and I can't seem to figure it out. So it's just like I always am like fighting myself, being like, I must figure out how it is done. No. I am the crazy one that's just like sitting there being like, I will figure it out one day. Just you wait. Just you wait. When I figure it out, I will have conquered my Mount Everest. Aside from feet. Feet are foes. Feet are always foes. That is true. Feet are difficult. Most of the time when I paint feet, or like if I'm painting feet or knuckles or like hands and stuff, what I'll do is I will like find reference pictures so like I can actually like reference how they look, because feet are hard. I want to make a lot of gifts for a lot of VTubers. Oh, just feel like most VTubers will tell you this exact same thing. Just hang out in the community, chill, talk, things like that, and like go from there. Surprisingly, I feel like I've actually started making like some connections just because I've been like a little bit more chatty in certain communities. Because I used to always just lurk. I used always most of the time just lurk. But like I talk a little bit now, and I feel like I've actually started to make some like connections with other artists, which makes me like a little bit shy again. But I'm trying to be a little bit more talkative because, like I said, I'm working on the podcast right now. I'm just waiting for a couple of things, and then I should be ready to actually start like doing some first some first episodes of the podcast where I'll bring artists on and we'll talk about their like their like experiences as an artist, what they like to do, what they want to like, what their goals as an artist are, play fun mini games such as draw, such as community requests. Like you guys would send in a bunch of memes and it'd be like, recreate this meme. I almost opened up stream on my phone while driving. Oh no. Hi Silver, how are you doing? Thank you to the people who I credit for me getting back into art. Yay! Well, I'm glad I can help in a little way. I am just a tiny artist. I don't have much of a reach. I don't have much of a growth. I'm just doing what little things I can and trying to make my way out there. I've also been a little bit of a menace. Chat, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have decided this year is going to be my year of like being an absolute gross menace. So one of the things I am like doing is there's companies that I want to work with. Like I want to work for. There's companies I want to work for. And so I've decided I don't care if they do not have like any open job postings. I'm just sending my resume and like portfolio to like their inquiries. To like like if they have a public facing email being like job inquiries or like business inquiries, I'm just sending my email. I'm just sending them an email being like, I really like your stuff. I really want to work with you. I am not joking. I really want to work with you. If you don't believe me, here, check out my portfolio. It's, I mean, fair enough. I am going to be that like annoying fly on the wall that they're eventually going to have to pay attention to. I want, and I feel like if I do that enough, like someone might finally start to notice, or they'll get annoyed with me. Either way, in this modern world of trying to find a job, it is pain. So I've just decided if businesses are going to make it such a pain to like apply for a job, I'm going to be the pain to them. If they're going to make my life a pain, I'm going to make their life a pain. All this art talk is really wanting me to get finished these few new OCs so I can get to my next thank you gift. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. Please share your OCs when they are done in the Discord. Please, please, please. I love seeing everyone's OCs. I kind of want to design like you guys know, like I've just been like taking time and designing not mascots, like character designs whenever I feel like it. I really want to design a mascot, but I'm like, not a mascot, a character again, but I'm not entirely sure like what I want to design. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some time, collect a bunch of like cool pictures that I think are like awesome for like references and possibly make a design base, like just start having some like free flowing design ideas go through my brain. If I like some of the designs, I might not sell them because obviously I'm working on something with one of my friends. And we still need designs for, like, the game we're working on, so... I have to, like, also make things that give me, like, joy and stuff. I'm so sad no one has ever liked, the strawberry Lolita character I designed. I was so happy with her, but I don't think anyone really likes her. She's probably gonna stay up in the shop for like ages. Maybe it's just because of how complicated her design is. People don't want to buy it because of the complexity. But Lolita is so complex of a style. Like, I hate seeing characters that are Lolita fashion. I'm talking about like the Japanese Lolita fashion. Where like their design is simple. Like Lolita fashion, especially like sweet Lolita fashion, has so many frills, so many layers, so many bows, so much detail. So it's like, man, we gotta do this stuff. If you're gonna go, like for me, I have the logic of it's like if I'm going to go Lolita, I'm going to like if I'm going to like make a character and have a specific fashion sense, I am going to go all out because I want it to make sense. Like I want it to actually fit the style, and I do so much research into like a character, like the reason why I pick a certain style and stuff like that. So I might be crazy. You know what? I am crazy. I think that's what we all need to understand and like settle on. I am just crazy. I am just crazy. I think this is like the place we all need to like. I think I need to understand that I am literally just crazy. What is this song? This is not in my playlist. Why does it keep doing this? I make playlists to listen to, and then it just like starts adding random songs to my playlist. This is not in my playlist. That annoys me. Why does Spotify do that? Like, I make a playlist. I don't have Smart Shuffle on, so it doesn't add new songs. But then, like, I just get random songs in my playlist. It pisses me off. Spotify, stop messing with my playlists. I'm already pissed off that you, like, increased your prices again. Surprised they haven't fixed that. I meant I hated that, and I haven't used Spotify in, like, over a decade. Yeah, like so like here's the thing. They introduced Smart Shuffle, which was supposed to be like what would like add like, you know, it adds songs based off of like what you're listening to your playlist. But then regular shuffle is supposed to just stick with what's in your playlist, but it still does the Smart Shuffle thing and it drives me nuts. I've reported it like several times. I'm like just separate the two, like make them completely separate. I want to listen to my music, not whatever the hell you're trying to add to my playlist. Because a lot of the time, it's not even like what I like. Companies be crazy. They just here for profit. If they keep screwing with it, yeah. Companies are just here for profit. They do not care about us. We all know that is the truth. What is way down? Would you say I'm worthy? Way down, honestly down. Would you way down? Would you say I'm worthy? Would you like to hear what I have discovered, Miss Karina? Indeed. Everyone else's playlist is trash, save for mine. Look, everyone has their own unique taste in music, and I think that's like one of the things that like we need to respect. If you have your own liking music, that's great. I have my own liking music, that's great. I love people giving me recommendations because I go listen to the music, and if I like it, it's great. But then sometimes people recommend stuff, and you're like, no, this isn't what I like. This is the same genre, but it's like a different area of the genre. It's not the genre I like. It's crazy. Way down, honey, stay down. Athena, my baby. Oh, she's going for nappers. May I pet her? Yeah, Spotify in general is pretty shit hat. Plus, I personally like relying on subscriptions. I know. If I want to listen to, I can remove stuff on the web. Yeah, I feel that. Little girl. Can I get your belly? Good job. I love you too. Love you too. Aww. And my hand back. Aw, good job. Good girl. Ah. Anyway, how are you doing? We're doing good. Oh, what's going on here? Hold on. Oh god, everyone giving blocks of text. First, the most notable, when lighting is applied to a flat surface, said surface will be one solid color as long as the light source is the same or greater size than the surface. Yes, that is true. Easy hitting that FNAF Twitch. It's because I went to go pet Athena. I went to go pet my baby. Yeah. My girly girl. I don't even have my own stuff on Spotify, though. Technically, there's one song on there that was on a compilation. Oh, I see. Wait, do you make music, Sky? Secondly, when applying light to a round surface, the shadow acts like plastic, and the more you pull the shape through the plastic, apply. I do, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Apply more light, and more the shadow recedes. Yeah. That is a great way of looking at it. Good job, Opal. Good job. Good job. Oh my goodness, I'd have to listen to your. It is so cool. Man, I wish. I still am in the process of trying to make covers, and I'm just shit. One of these days, I'll actually get the cover to work. When I do, I'm gonna be so happy. I have so much art I have to make for the cover, though, because I'm like a crazy person. And I have like a full-on storyboard that I want to do with like my cover. But you know what? The fact that I keep getting ghosted by people to work with for the cover is just kind of like crazy. And it shocks. So I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to make some friendsers that'll help me with like figure that stuff out. I need to use that second ref sheet you did now to. Oh! I'm already thinking about how I can apply this information to the human body. Well, I'm excited to see how you use it. Wait, I need to make use of that second ref sheet you did now too. Oh, are you getting more art made of is this gonna be Rebecca? Are you getting art made of Rebecca? Rebecca was fun to I don't get to do a lot of characters that like crazy like fighting poses. It was fun getting to like study how like female boxers muscles and stuff work. Uh, the torso could obviously interact with the tongue, depending on whether you draw the character with a bit of chub, a sphere, or abs, rounded cubes. Yes. One of my more fun vibe OCs. Yeah. Just gotta find who. Who? There's an owl in this place. Who? Who could be the owl? Who? Yo, I like this song. This song's good. Who is this? Okay, they added a good song this time. Who is this? Leading verse. I like this song. Added to liked songs. Thank you. Yeah, but I make dungeon synth. If you're ever heard of that, I've never heard of that before. But you know what? If you enjoy it and you like have fun making your music, I think that's all that matters. It's like the main point is like art is a like everyone views art as a commodity, but it's not really a commodity. It's an artistic process in the creation of a product, not a product of work that you're proud of. Art isn't a commodity. I mean, it is treated like a commodity in many sense of the ways, but it's more than that. It's the artistic process and the artist's hand and the work that goes into it. So again, if you enjoy doing something, even if it's not like a popular genre or whatever, do it. The bright side, all of my OCs is I usually have someone to fit an artist, but finding some is more difficult. Okay. Each one made me super happy. Yay! Well, as long as you are happy getting like works that you're happy with and you are genuinely in love with them and the artists have fun working on them, I think that's like another important thing. The artists really enjoy working on them, that's also great too. Okay. Plus, I make a lot. Released 11 albums last year. 11 albums! Holy crappers. They're like 90. That is crazy, Sky. Holy smokes. Man. Now you make me feel slow with my artwork. Don't feel bad about that. It's always fun. I always enjoy hearing people like do their works. Right, Nix? That's crazy. Where am I going? Here. Save it. Questions. Die. Me. Okay. And just like the rain. Raven from Teen Titans? No, boss. No. No, for real, for real. I'm so slow with art now. I'm in a community that does monthly art challenges, and I always have to crunch in the last few days to get the piece done. Fair enough. I used to be that way too. I don't know when I started getting faster. Maybe it's because I'm working more often. I've learned ways to like speed up my process. I don't know. I feel like in the past year I've been able to like draw more pieces more quickly. Am I like crazy for like saying that? I don't know. I know, I know, I know. Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna focus for a second here. There we go. That is not Raven from Teen Titans? No, it's not. It's Nirvana. You might notice, you might recognize Nirvana, boss. They're your sibling. They're your VTuber sibling. I heard Raven. Where is she? We do not have Raven. Step on me right now. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the murder. I hope you enjoy your time here. Here you go. Here. Steppy. Here, have some steppy steppies. Enjoy your steppy steppies. Enjoy the rare crow feet. Rain down on me. No, stop, girlie. Can't I fulfilled by your purpose, free feet? Feet, 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 feet. The one feature you don't want to step on you, you'll be shred to ribbons. Ooh. Why'd I sound like Zoidberg there for a second? What the hell was that? I am Zoidberg now, apparently. Feet. Yes, please use the foot emote, chat. You have one for a reason. Literally, I only have a foot emote because you all asked for it. It's crazy. If there ain't pain, there no gain. They know what they like, and they like what they see. These connoisseurs have a unique purpose in life. We all know this. We have literally someone named Feet Lord in here. We literally have someone named Feet Lord in the community. I think we should all like just accept that this is the fact of life. We cannot escape the Feet Lords. Feels like heart's going numb. Heart's going numb. Is this motionless in white? Maybe? No, it's Sleep Theory. Standing right after the sun. Reason to read. It feels like my heart's going numb. Heart's going numb. Is not me looking back at chat and rereading a message that I just read 5 seconds ago and forgetting that I read it. I am such a smart crow. Ooh, the crow's getting hungry. How much? Ooh, we'll have an ad break soon, which means I get to go get snackies. Chat, oh, I feel like people can understand like when I'm getting hungry because I start to go quiet. Oh, what is it? Question. Would you be able to fly with the hair wings? Or are they purely for show? Specifically the wings on the back of your hair. Yeah, no, I fly with them. Well, I literally fly with them. Hold on, let me show you something. Where is... Hold on. Let me grab something real quick, media. be in here, in here, no. Here? Yeah. I'm not sure if it's this one or if it's the other one. Yeah, it's this one. I'm not standing on the glass. I'm flying. They work. They actually work. It's funny because it sounds exactly like shit that came out back in 2010, and it was generic garbage, and then it's generic garbage now. Ah, Did you see the main singer for 3 days and Grace died, and same with James Van Der Beek? Yeah, I saw. But yeah, no, the wings actually work. They actually work. They're actual wings. So if you guys ever were wondering if my wings actually work, yes, I actually can fly with them, okay? Flappy! This is Chase, isn't it? Yeah, I knew it. Oh boy, now I'm thinking of feathers, and that's a good but down the line. Well, you know who to come to if you ever make an OC with feathers. This grow. I've drawn many. Actually, Perry's is like probably one of like the biggest ones that I've drawn with like a lot of feathers as well. Because Perry's got the wings too. Gotta love me some feathers. Oh, you have two ideas that will have feathers. Oh, yay! I like feathers. I know I mentioned it. It's like, man, I used to dread painting feathers, but now I'm just like, yay, feathers! I draw them so often nowadays that it doesn't bother me at all anymore. And it makes me happy. I like getting to do feathers. I'll complain about it while I'm working on them, but I'm always so excited when I get like someone to do artwork. Platypus? Yes, you guys want to see the platypus? I know Perry has shown it on stream, so it's fine if I show her on stream. But yeah, Perry, the platypus. Where is Perry? Perry is in April, right? Yeah, Perry. There's Perry. Where is the platypus? Get the platypus. Here is the platypus. This Perry's was like something else to make too, because I had to draw it both with the arm, like with the hand, the wings closed, and then the wings opened. So the model will be able to like switch from wings open to wings closed. And if I remember correctly, because I made the model, most of these feathers are all separated, so like I can make the transition look really smooth. It's so pretty. Yeah, Perry's so pretty. I've also been thinking about possibly like surprising Perry and like going into the model, the art of the model, and like turning any of the parts that you see that are like colored, shifting them to be like making them so all of the hues are like grays and whites and stuff. Because then I can like in live 2D, I can like set up a color switch toggle to allow Perry to switch between like all of their seasonal forms. Boss, if you're here, do not tell Perry. Thank you. Okay, ad break is about to start. I am a hungry little crow, so I'm gonna go get myself some food. You guys go get yourself some foods, summon some bread for yourselves, and I will be back shortly after the ad break. See you guys shortly! I'm restarting the playlist because it keeps giving me random songs. Okay, I'm back from my schnackers. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to start talking again if I had my mouth full of full of protein bar and bread. What a great combination for a snack. The best combination for a snack. Bread and protein bar. Sweetest sounds will lullaby, sing me to sleep tonight. Like, thank you. We're gonna get this hair done. You hear me, chat? We're gonna get the hair done. We will do it. We cannot be stopped. Get here. Getting hair. Hair always takes so long. That's okay. I'm just lucky with like this side profile stuff. I don't do like all of the crazy rendering I do on like these two end up crazy rendered. The side, back, and other side don't end up crazy rendered, so they don't take me as long. But it's just because of like all the detail, and I'm trying to like make sure you can tell the difference between the front and the back of the hair. I'm spending a little bit more time to make it look good. Hello. Ow. You're being silly. Athena's like doing roly polies where she asks for pets, and then I pet her, and then she bit me. So I'm so confused. Do you want pets, or do you want to be a little spicy thing? Okay. It's a little more than ecstasy beneath those pretty little eyes. But she's my only type, from her fingers to her cheekbones, taking me to places only she knows. Ah, she knows. I should fill up my water bottle. Yes, that's why we take breaks. Chat, for everyone who ever wonders why I take like 3-minute ad breaks, I do it because A, I don't want to get pre rolls for you guys, and B, it is honestly a great way to remind yourself every hour to get up, do a stretch, get some water, get some food. And the 3 minutes is like perfect because it's just like enough time. If I'm like hungry, I can go have a snack. If I have to run to the washroom, it's enough time to use the washroom. Generally, if you ever wonder why like some streamers, like if I'm gaming, I don't really use the ad breaks as much because most of the time I just keep going. But like when I'm especially when I'm working on my artwork, I really do think the breaks make a massive difference in helping keep myself in a mental ability to keep going, and B, physically good shape without causing too much pain. Like, keeping my body in a way that I can do well. Hi. Now she's right next to me asking for pets. Okay. Normally I fill my water bottle at the beginning of the work day, but I got an energy drink instead. Ooh, energy drink. Fair enough. I don't drink energy drinks. I drink like decaf teas, or if like I do have anything with caffeine, it's most of the time like a cappuccino. You are not getting treats. No treats. She's asking for treats again, chat. She is sitting at the drawer that has the treats, and she is pawing at it. You little menace. You little frickin' menace. You don't need any treats. You got your treats earlier. Stinking little menace. For you now, sugar. How developed a taste for still wanna see how far it goes. When I fill up my water bottle, I gotta remember to not use any of the caffeine flavor. What do you mean caffeine flavor? How do you caffeine flavor water? What is this weird world we live in? I sit here and I'm like, delicious water as water. It's so good by itself. Caffeine flavored water. What? I have gamer subs. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I understand what you mean now. The gamer sub stuff. Okay. Don't they have like a low caffeine flavor stuff too? Honestly, I've been really considering like I kind of want to like become an affiliate with them. Like I know like it's a long shot, but I was like, maybe I should like I know they have like free flavors and stuff. I am a person who like if you guys remember like I had a hard time finding a merch company to work with because I need like my whole thing is like I need to make sure that when I work with somebody that it's like good quality and that they're trustworthy and stuff like that. Yeah, I think they have a caffeine free lineup of most of their flavors. Yeah. I know that they have free samples and like it literally doesn't cost you anything to ship them. So I've been really considering like possibly getting them. But the main problem for me is the one thing. It's an American company and I live in Canada. And so I have to pay tariffs on it. If you guys remember when I got like my merch, if you guys do not know, I have merch with Market. It's very cool. If you like band shirts and stuff, you will love the merch. You will love the merch. But when I got some of the merch for myself. I've owned Uwu merch before, so I knew it was like very good quality stuff. But I got my merch, and when it came over, because previous times I never had to pay duties or fees or anything, but when I got my own merch, I had to pay tariffs on it, like duties and tariffs, because we were in a trade war with the states. Actually, we're still in a trade war with the states. It is so stupid. It's crazy. It almost cost me. It cost me literally the same amount that it cost me to buy the stuff to begin with. It's crazy. Childish music. Damn. Yeah. So I like pay like I'm very lucky that being like it being my merch, I get discounts on it obviously, but like pretty much I had to pay over full price just to get the merch because of the tariffs and stuff. So just a reminder to you guys if you live in Canada, I am trying to find a possible merch option for my fellow Canadians to save us some money. There's not a lot of options. There's very, very, very few merch product companies here in Canada, but yeah. Yeah, it sucks. I basically don't buy stuff from the US anymore because getting stuff shipped to the UK is so expensive. I can imagine. If it's anything like Canada, literally, it's so bad. Like, what was it? I think, like, the one time I tried to order something from the States, like, Canadian shipping is, like, ridiculous, too. Like, I just saw an artist I like who, Weller released some embroidered beanies, and it cost it's a $22 shipping. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's the same here in Canada. Here's, like, the funniest part for that makes me, like, drives me freaking crazy, is Canada is right next door to the US, but that, like, shipping is so expensive because we only have like two real shipping options here in Canada. If you guys know anything about Canada Post, we get ripped off so bad. Canada Post is so bad. It like has such crazy ass pricing. it always kills me, like when I'm like, wow, this is so expensive to ship here in Canada, and then I remember Canada Post is subsidized by the country. It's like, ah, yes, yeah, yes. Gotta love, gotta love the stupidity. I know, like us Canadians, we pay like ridiculous prices for stuff, but oh well. By the way, did I ever tell you guys that the Crow is in the process of getting her Italiano citizenship? Yeah, I follow some Canadian artists, and a lot of them had major problems with Canada Post last year. Canada Post is terrible. Canada Post like is constantly going on strike. I'm not even joking to you. We've had another strike at the start of this year with Canada Post already. And the only reason why I know is because like I stopped getting my like my like credit card statements and stuff. I get them through the mail still because I like having a physical copy. But I stopped getting them and I was like so confused, and then I was like I like pay things off as soon as I get home. So I know how much I like owe them. But I went and looked into it and it was like, "Oh, that's why. They're on strike again." Hi Nana, dig the shades. Thank you. I'm wearing my shades because I'm wearing my glasses today. Ooh, I have hiccups now. Canada Post is like really the only real way you can ship here in Canada, which is like crazy. Like, UPS only really works with large packages. Canada Post is the only really ones that take like smaller things, which and then Canada Post is crazy. I like sitting and be like, oh man, Canada Post. I used to like sell paintings and stuff, and I remember like the pain that was trying to ship these paintings. Oh, the shipping was so crazy sometimes. Freaking annoying because these strikes impact so much stuff. Yeah. Here's like the thing. Like Canada Post, like they actually make decent money. Like I wouldn't say it's like, oh, like you're gonna be a billionaire off of the money, but they like make more than minimum wage working at Canada Post. Plus, Canada Post gives benefits and things like that. So, mm, mm, mm. Oh, phone. Hold on. Not for me. Not for me. Oh, my ear. Bottle filled. Let's go. Yeah, this is like one of your Zim. This is one of your VTuber siblings. This is your VTuber sibling. I already made the model. I'm just making the character sheets now. The official character reference sheets. Here's your sibling. 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 Okay, I'm done singing now. Thanks for listening. We go back to art now. Thank you. We go back now. Back to art. Silly Crow had fun. Thank you for letting Silly Crow have fun. Okay, now let me put on my playlist again so we can start listening to music. Oh, I gotta turn off the echo too, don't I? Ah! Where is my mic? There it is. There's my mic.
Sorry, I really shouldn't be just doing this over so
Pitch. What is this thing? Hello? Huh? I don't know what this thing is. It's in my save things. I don't know. We're going back to regular mic. There we go. Thanks, man. I'm just having fun. Sometimes I just want to have some fun. You guys know what I am. You guys know. If you've been around long enough, you know I'm a crazy ass crow who just sometimes chooses to sing for no apparent reason. Why do I sing? I don't know sometimes. Straight up, I don't. I'm just like, ooh, I want to sing. Again, I don't think I have like the best singing voice, but hey. Okay. Remember what I said, chat? Our goal today is hair. We gotta get the hair done. Also, I don't know what's going on with Discord. I have a question. Have any of you guys been trying having struggles getting into voice calls with people? I don't know what's going on, but I have been having a hard I don't know it I've been struggling to connect to the lounge in the Discord because I'm like, oh, I'm going to stream as I work on the Chimera model, like I promised you guys. And every time I try to join the lounge, it just says I'm endlessly stuck in a loop, and it refuses to let me actually connect. I don't know what's going on. It's driving me crazy. Was it doing a TRTC connecting issue? Maybe. I don't know. It just said it just was yellow and it just said connecting, 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 and then it just refused to connect. It just would never connect. I know the past, it just got stuck and just randomly fixes later on. We usually just have to move call to a different server when that happens. Oh, okay. Well, lovely. Gotta love technology just bonking itself. Give me the edge of a blade and a time and a place, and I'll give them bow and bush and up goddess. Now you're at the gates. Live by the feather and die by the sword. Yeah, not what you want to hear. Nah. It's oh. Ascending bright abyss, stratospheric. Oh, and I used to know myself. Oh, and you used to know me well. Oh, and I'll just have to deal with it for now and like just periodically see if I can connect, like if I can get it to connect or not, and just keep reporting it. That's all I can really do about it right now. I just There we go. I'm gonna be also like watching how I'm feeling, by the way, chat. Like if I start feeling like a little bit exhausted or whatever, I'm probably gonna end stream. Like I said, I pushed myself way too hard yesterday and I made myself sick. So I know today I'm gonna have a little bit less energy, and so I might have to end a little bit earlier than what I want to. But you know what? This is fine. This is okay. This is this is fine. I'm still getting back into the swing of things, but I'm still going. I'm also working on schedule stuff for next week. I'm gonna start having a schedule again, so you guys know what to expect next week. It's probably gonna be a lot of art stuff, obviously. Because I still got a lot of commission stuff and things to work on. Plus, I have some other artwork stuff that we're gonna work on. Like I said, I want to we have to start the mouse cart thing for the cyclothon. Again, I don't know if they're having a cyclothon this year, but I always make one, so it doesn't hurt to like start getting ahead of it and start getting that going. So if the cyclothon does happen this year, I will be prepared. I'll be prepared and it will be ready to drop. Yeah, just take care of yourself. Yeah. I try to. Like I said, I sometimes push myself a little bit too hard, but it's just because, like, for me, I do genuinely enjoy doing art. So, like, sometimes I just forget to pay attention to my body. I just forget and I just kind of like get into the swing of things, and then I realize too late. It's like, oh no. Excuse me. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Damn, it is cold. Yes. Actually, it's not that cold here right now. I guess I'm pretty lucky. Like we've had a lot of cold here in Canada this year. Like if you guys have been paying any attention to like the Canadian winter right now, it has been like a really cold year for us. Today is probably like one of the nicer days we've had in a long time, which I'm grateful for. I'm not complaining, Mother Nature. Please do not take my little bit of haven away because I applauded you. Please, Lord. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone in? Wake up alone, I'll be forgotten. Say amen. Though I think right now it's like -2 or -3. Sky, that is nothing. Think about -20 degrees Celsius. That is what I have been dealing with. -20 degrees Celsius. Some parts of Canada hit -30 degrees Celsius. It was scary. It was cold as fudge. Well, yeah, but you're also further north. That is true. Canada is just whenever like sometimes I forget that like literally people see Canada as like this frozen wasteland, and I'm like, and then it's like, oh, it's not that bad, and then I remember where I live, and then it's like, oh, never mind, it is that bad. We are a frozen wasteland. We are a frozen wasteland. Who am I kidding? Will we both go home alive? It wasn't hard to realize. Love's the death of peace of mind. I ever cared about. Oh, here comes Athena again. Hello, baby girls. What is up? I mean, sort of. It is a frozen wasteland. Look, I forget sometimes. I'm so used to it. And then our summers are like so humid. It's like I wouldn't mind the warm. Like I like the heat. I like the summers, but oh god, when that humidity rolls in, oh, it's so horrible. More gloom than anything. Some places in England have basically had constant rain since the start of the year. I think Aberdeen had its first day of proper sunshine of the year the other day. Holy cannoli. Well, I mean, I've pretty much been dealing with like almost snow every single day since the beginning of the year, so theirs is liquid, mine is frozen. Swallow the everything. Okay. I can feel myself hitting my wall. Okay. I felt the wall. I know that feeling. I just felt it. I know that feeling. That's the hitting the wall feeling. Okay, let's go find someone to send you guys to. We have. What are you doing? Uyu and Ari are both live. Who do we go to? Who we want to go to? Do you guys want to go to Ari? Ari's probably making music. It's Frequency Friday, so I'm kind of interested in what Ari's up to. Okay. Eddie, we're gonna go to Eddie. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna send you guys all on off to Eddie. And I'm going to go lay down before I make myself sick again. Bye guys. I'll probably I'm not sure if I'll be live tomorrow. I have ideas. I'm talking to I might be live tomorrow with Perry. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.